Alright, couple things. With this on3 turbo kit, seems nice like I said, but look on here, you see I don't have connected the throttle body to where it goes down to the intercooler, because what they supply you on3 Performance does not fit with the twin 62mm from BBK. So I'm buying something online, maybe it'll work, we'll find out. And here is the intercooler. They only supply you with one bracket to go to that. So I made some custom one to go here, and it's much more sturdy. It just was too loose. Alright, now here's some looking at the actual turbo itself and the engine bay. So as you saw from the last video, this is obviously the power steering. They had you relocated. It was sitting somewhere right from this, but obviously turbo's here, so that's out of the way. You had to move it here. And another thing, if you have a 2006 Mustang for this turbo kit, you have to get a coolant crossover, which here, thermostat here, because the other one, the other thermostat location was on a pipe, and that was right down here where the turbo is. So I had to relocate it. You can get a 07 crossover housing, goes here and goes over to this. So now it runs this way instead of down this line. You have to take out the crankcase, because apparently you're not supposed to put boost in your crankcase, because this is what will happen if this stays. So that's to come out. I've seen somebody on YouTube said they just, once they had this disconnected, just turn it down and let it hang loose. I'll figure something out with that. And on this side, this little breather that went to one, this used to go to a wire and goes right to where the intake was, right before the throttle body. So I just did that, which I heard you can do. And on3 power steering, there's the bracket that it actually comes with. There's a hole right on the strut tower that you just go right to. I just put a nut and bolt. I can't see it, but it's there. What else? Let's see. All right, I guess we'll go look under the car. Intake to the intercooler. This, yeah, I know I haven't tightened that down yet. And the pipes. Goes back. And up to the other one. And they eventually get, once this goes to one, they eventually get this pipe, which I have not put on yet. And then that will go to my mid-pipe mufflers that I have. Versus spiral floors. I like them. That goes from your old, well, in my case, new, I have BPK shorty headers. Comes off there with the O2 sensor. And on this side, so get some light over here. So on here, O2 sensor, you probably can't see, it's on actually on the header on this one. That comes down to here, it loops around, strange, but that's just how it is. And that one, sorry I'm so close to this. And they both go to this and up to the turbo. Right here, goes up to the turbo. And there's also sway bar not relocation, but kinda. They have you lower it with this bracket. And I have heard, like, apparently another guy says these go loose after like the first use when someone does it, or that has a chance to. So I just put new hardware on there with the Teflon ring on the lock nut, lock nut, whatever they are. So that should stop any of that from happening. A lot of the hardware, like nuts and bolts, I ended up using my own. I personally just didn't think theirs were that great from the on3 turbo kit. It's up to you guys. Give it a try. Alright, so now on to the oil filter relocator they give you from the on3 kit. As you see, there's way too much in the way to keep where it was, so you put that on to the wire, or the hose, which takes you across the car. You can rewire it how you want just to make it better. And they have you putting it right over here on this side, right near the tire above that. With these bolts, I tap and die thread it, whatever you call it. You might be able to get away with soft tappers. I didn't want to take a chance. But here, this is, and here, the hoses get too close to the exhaust. So I'm probably going to buy a couple of 90s to put on this oil filter relocator, which will reroute this wire, the hose, and be much better. More likely, but we'll find out once I'm done that. Alright, and I have a couple other things which you're supposed to do when you do a turbo, because you need better spark. They claim you probably can get away with what you have for that, but I have MSD coil packs for it. Now this you do need injectors, 78-pound injectors. Doesn't need to be that, I don't believe. I got them because I plan on adding a lot more power to this once I get the engine rebuilt, but for now I'm looking for 450, 475 horsepower with the stock engine and everything. So I don't want to blow it up right now. And also a fuel pump, a direct fit from BBK, I believe. Yeah, BBK. Here's that. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. It's my first time ever doing a turbo, so it's gonna be an interesting one. All right, and also with your injectors, coil packs, and fuel pump, you're going to wait to put them in, because when you do your first startup, what you want to do, you want to check for oil leaks, whatever, and then you can fix that. But if you put these in before that, you're going to have to get it tuned. It will not run. So you might as well start it first. And also the mass airflow sensor. Apparently I heard you don't plug that in. That won't let your car run. Hopefully you can let idle, check for your leaks. And the next time, what is it? Oh yeah, the dry shaft. They're 2-piece dry shafts. I'm told they will break with the extra power. What else? The clutch. They want to say you should replace that, but I don't have, see here, a lift. So someone else might be doing that. What else? That's about it. Have a good one, everybody.